Hello. Hi. Am I audible? I hope I'm audible. Anybody can actually write it on the chat and yeah, just make sure that I'm audible. Hi guys, how are you doing? Oh, hey everybody, how are you? Yes, I'm doing well. And yeah, so I've just graduated. I'm having some free time right now, and I'm at my home. I hope you guys are doing well as well, right? So I'll give Yeah. So I would be taking your session right now, and yep. So I would be answering your questions, and obviously, so I'll just start by introducing myself. Okay, I'm Satvik Bajpai. I'm 23 years old. I'm a very recent graduate from XLRI Jamshedpur, and I have done my PGDM HR from XLRI Jamshedpur. I have an offer from Reliance Industries and I'm going to be joining soon. Okay, my joining date is not out yet. I have a leeway period of 2 to 3 months, and in that period, right now I'm just at home and chilling around. Okay, so yeah, um, and what else can I say? Yeah, so I'm a very recent MBA graduate. Most of you who are going to listen to this stream right now are going to be joining MBA. So I actually know what you have gone through. Okay, this is the period when you're waiting for your results. It is very hard, I know. But for me personally, I would say that this was the most easiest period that was there, right? Yeah, so afterwards keeps getting a little harder and harder. Right, so guys, आप लोग questions पूछ सकते हो. Meanwhile, I'll just talk about iQuanta's new batch. It's starting today. Yep. So as you know, I have been associated with them as a GDPI mentor, right? Yeah, so you can join them and you can obviously get in touch with them and you can take your classes with them. Those who are aspiring to get into an MBA institute. Okay, so I will be a not be I'll be honest that I am a fan of online teaching right now, because I'll be honest, offline one is hassling, uh, because fixed schedule and stuff, and most of you guys right now will start working or will work, and in the modern times we are much more comfortable to learn at our own pace. As a result, I just want to say that it's better to go for an online coaching, right? And yeah, so you can take on Quanta's online classes as well, and yeah, you'll not regret it. Okay. Right, so I'll just be hoping for some questions before I start answering. Okay, first question I would want to answer is what XLRI's result most likely will be out this week. I'll be honest, because last time it was out like around this time only, 10th or 13th April. Okay, my year it was out on 29th April, but even the interviews had ended a little late, right? So yeah, this time I think it will be a little faster in that consideration. Hi Nilesh, can an average student crack CAT in 6 months? Okay, I'll be brutally honest with you. I am one of your average students, and I was due to my own reasons, I wasn't able to prepare properly for exam. Okay, even pandemic was going around. Okay, so I wasn't one of your studious, diligent mock giver. I hardly gave any mocks. Okay, and yet I was able to score a decent percentile, not outstanding by any close hope, but decent percentile both in CAT and ZAT. So I would say that anyone who's diligent enough and will be analyzing their own weaknesses and strengths will be able to definitely score a great enough percentile, albeit if they're able to keep their nerves cool. Okay, what happened this time was that lot of people actually struggled in the CAT exam, especially because there's only 2 hours of time. So, okay, so settling it takes time, and if you're not settled in, you don't keep your nerves calm, then those 2 hours can actually become hard. So, it happens with a lot of people. If you're able to keep your nerves calm, you can definitely score well. देखो ऐसा है, I don't Dairy Milk, okay, weird name, but I'll just say that SAT की प्रेप के अलग से ज़रूरत नहीं है. कैट की प्रेप आप स्टार्ट करो, 70% वही है, बस डीएम सेक्शन पूरा अलग है। तो आप कैट की प्रेप को अच्छे से निभाओ, और कैट की ही प्रेप का कंटिन्यूटम को ही जैट की प्रेप बोलते हैं, तो उसके लिए दो अलग डायरेक्शन लेने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है। How can you handle academics and CAT presentation? Okay, preparation, presentation, preparation, I guess. Okay, so how can we handle that? Okay, I'll be honest. The best way to handle it is keep it simple. KISS principle क्या कहता था? Keep it simple and easy करके, ठीक है? तो इस पे क्या होता है कि आप you don't devote 6 to 7 hours only for your academics, and then devote 2 to 3 hours per day for your CAT. That's how you'll be able to be able to utilize your time equally and well proportionately for both the sides. Now it can also depend. Okay, like for example, अगर आपके academics are very light, then you can actually devote more time towards CAT. I wouldn't say to take your academics totally light, because a fine very important criteria both for selection into college and later on your internship or your final job is your academics. Never take them too light. Okay, always try to give your 80-100% attention towards that. Okay, because CAT preparation can go on those. If you score bad, you cannot change. Always give equal amount of attention to that. Okay, yeah, so Harsh, I think I am doing the basic of arithmetic, but it's not a big to call. Okay, I'll just say that confidence, oh, I don't know if I'm the right one to answer, but I think there's a principle in the science that is called, that is like you keep doing something. It's like you keep hitting the hammer, right, on that we used to go to the Mela, they used to hit down, and it used to go up. I don't know what that's called, but you used to hit the hammer, right? And it keeps to keep up. And you hit 2 or 3 times, it doesn't reach. That fourth time you hit, it suddenly reaches the top, and then you're always able to hit the top. वैसे ही कुछ है, okay? You have to keep practicing again and again. Okay, 4 or 5 times, you're not able to do it, but then your muscle memory develops over a period of time, and then once you're able to crack it the one time, your automatically brain recognizes, okay, this is the right way to go about it, and every time it happens. So you only need to get your best once. Once you do that, you can do it again and again. That is the reason why once upon a time 10 seconds sub record in 400 meters was considered impossible. Today, once it was broken, today it is considered one of the easiest things. Even the fourth, fifth contender in Olympics also crosses the 10 below the 10-second mark. So you only need to hit at your optimum once. After that, you automatically learn, recognize, and then you're able to hit it again and again. Pradeep, my suggestion is simple. If you want to improve English, I would suggest you to start slowly, okay, and building up to it. So you can start by reading books and watching movies, English, okay. Once you do that, you will be familiarized with the language. Okay, after that, it's all practice. Then you have to practice. You have to keep reading again and again, not only for CAT but for life. Once you do that, you're automatically able to develop a skill of at least recognizing the language, and then you have to go through the mocks of past year and stuff. Then only you're able to develop your VRC. So how can you like predict what okay for others use? Okay, so I'm not a newspaper reader. I am a daily hunt reader. Okay, I read news. Okay, but I read a lot of books. I am a book reader, right? I read lot of books. So I had this habit since young. Okay, and I would say it develops over a period of time. Once you start reading, right, you automatically recognize, okay, every word need not be read and fed in your brain. Okay, you need to form an image, partial image of it, and that's how you learn. Okay, so yeah, so again, when you want to start reading, I would suggest books are the best. Okay, okay, it gives you an idea on how and the light of language you need to grasp, and that's how you have to read for exam as well. Working professionals can prepare for CAT. Okay, working professionals like CAT, again, it's like a CATs and CAT, same thing. Have to concentrate on your job, okay, and also have to concentrate on CAT. So my suggestion is simple: devote your time working hours for your job, okay. Apart from that, 2 or 3 hours a day for CAT. It's not a challenging exam that requires 8-10 hours of studying. On the other hand, it is a diligent exam that requires your confidence. Whatever can make you confident is the best way and optimum way for you to prepare for that particular exam? General no. Okay, first I'll solve DILR. Okay, I was also bad at DILR, but I would say the best way to solve DILR is starting small again, Sudoku, puzzles, etc. Going long and then starting your previous year mocks and stuff. That's the best way. Mocks are the best way to get into anything. Finally, on your D day, this is one section that is make or break. I'll say because you have what happens is it takes 20 like sharpening an axe. It takes 25 minutes to solve. If you chose the wrong set, it's almost a gone case because 40 minutes with 25 minutes is gone if you chose the wrong set. It's very important to choose the right set. So you have to be very careful about DILR, one of the make or break sections of the exam. If you choose the right set, bingo, you'll solve all the questions. That's how DILRs are made and formed. Wait, general knowledge. Okay, GK leverage for this exam for any competitive MBA exams is going down. It's only when you come for your GDPI preparation and some exams like tests that you need GK's knowledge. Okay, right now concentration shouldn't even be on GK. It should only be on the first three sections. They are VARC, your DILR, and your quants. Okay. जीके तो ठीक है हो जाएगा ओके यू विल हैव जीडीपीआई प्रेप राइट उसके लिए अलग से प्रेप आराम से दे देंगे हेलो भैया 10 12 75 okay see I'll be honest with you if your ACADS are bad you need to compensate it with your entrance exam score so 99 percentile ही नहीं going for 99.9 99.95 because the thing is we cannot guarantee you how your ACADS will come to affect you. Okay, go for the best score you can out of something which you can change. You can't change your ACADS, right? But you can change your 10th, 12th and you sorry you can't change your 10th, 12th and UG, but you can change your CAD percentile. Okay, by scoring more. So that's where you have to concentrate. Um, Okay, if you have 3 years of work that's optimum. Very right time is you have to start your MBA right now kind of situation. If you cross 3 months, my suggestion is to go for a 1 year MBA. Okay, because letting go 2 years of your life for studying is itself not worth it. Okay. Apart from that, also that course curriculum is designed and even jobs that are offered are designed for newbies. Okay, somebody who's 4 years into WorkX will not be able to completely utilize. Post MBA jobs, 2 year MBA jobs are generally a continuation of your 2 years of MBA, what you have learned. So if you have more than 3 years, or let's say 4 years of work ex or 5 years, my personal suggestion is 1 year MBA. It's frank, I'll be frank about it. Okay, you will be able to make much better use of that kind of curriculum. Okay, right, I just missed on some questions, I guess. Age an issue? Age is not an issue. WorkX is definitely an issue. Okay, more the WorkX, more you are like on the upper end of the bandwidth. That can be an issue. Age is not an issue. Okay, people at my batch were over 30 as well, and they made the best use of it. Okay, end of the day, that is not a criteria and possibility. In my opinion, there are only two things that actually are very breaking for an MBA, and those are gap years and a lot of work-ex, right? In a lot of work-ex, simple, well, go for a 1 year MBA. That's my suggestion. But if you have a gap year, then there's a different way of going about it that can be taught over a period of time. Right now, as you're an aspirant, prepare best for the exams because that is something which is first and pertaining, most pertaining thing. How many hours should we study daily? Okay, so I am that kind of person who didn't study properly, but I have asked people and I have gone through MBA. I would say 2 hours. Okay, start slow, start small. I know 2 hours continuous will be very hard. So like 30 minutes, try 20, 30 minutes, 5 minutes break or 10 minutes break, then 20, 30 minutes. Okay, and then build up to it. It'll be hard, but yeah, this is how you can go. Again, let me be honest. This is an aptitude test, CAT. Okay, you will actually find someone who hasn't studied at all, scoring very high because their aptitude is already built up. right? So you shouldn't compare yourself to those kind of people. Realize what is your optimum, how far you are from building your ace aptitude, okay, and how ready or far from ready you are personally, and then only start your preparation for it. For some it can be one day batting, for some it may take 2 years, so it is depending from person to person. um, okay, my voice was slow, I hope you could hear me, uh, right. I'm sorry if some of it was not audible. uh, प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन, ओके, अगेन बी ऑनेस्ट विथ यू, प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन का रीजन ये है कि हम लोग मोटिवेशन के लिए ढूंढते हैं, राइट, वी सर्च फॉर मोटिवेशन टू डू स्टफ. The way to do about it is just doing it, as simple as that. Do something, like if I have to write something, right, okay, I just scribble 50 words, okay, at least then I'm like, okay, I have written 50 words, I can write 450 more and I reach 500. That's how, okay. So if you're preparing, right, just sit and start doing something. Then you're like, okay, I've just done one or two or two or three questions. Now at least I can go five or six or seven more. ये हर चीज में काम करता है. If you have walked 500 meters, you're like, okay, let's walk 1.5 kilometers more. So the way to go about beating procrastination is by doing it. There's nobody going to come and motivate you, okay? And you only are the person who can sit for yourself and start doing something. ABM. So ABM is agriculture and business management. Okay, basically it tries to integrate two different parts, very important parts of Indian Indian commerce industry. That's agriculture and business management. Okay. Now, generally, agriculture is a sustained field. I would just say, I'll be very honest. It isn't growing since years. So has declined definitely, but it's on a flat path. But there is opportunities for those because organizations like Amul, organizations like your yeah, like RTCN, your stuff, these guys are involved in all these farming industry and etc. So yep, business management for that particular industry is ABM. Okay, it's offered by two of the top IIMs, which are Ahmedabad and Lucknow, right? And if you are someone with that background or you're interested in that, then you can definitely try for it. Okay. Uh, yep. That's all I wanted to say. Hi Pujita. So I'll just be honest. Right now, I'll just say everybody 99, 99.5 plus. Okay. You shouldn't even be having a backward score in your contention. Right. It's only after you give the exam, you should calculate what are your chances. Right now, give your best. That's the only thing I can say. Let's say you give your best, okay, and you get calls from all the hands. It's amazing, right? So yeah, that's about it. Starting के phase में gap between wait, okay, I'm preparing for CAT and I want to pursue HRM, the general. Okay, so a GK of XLRI is like, sorry, ZAT is considered by XLRI, but it's considered only in stage 2, that is after your PI process. So let's say you have an amazing GK score, but you don't have clear the cutoff for the first three sections, then it's useless. On the other hand, only after you give your personal interview do they consider the GK score. Okay, that's why preparing a final merit list. So that's very important. Remember, that's the reason I had said that right now GK shouldn't even be your contention because the GK only comes after around your GDPI. Okay, so yeah, next year, whenever your GDPI process starts, that's when GK will also come into the picture. Um, I completed my grad in grad. See, if you don't take a job after your grad is done, then it will be a gap year. It will be. My suggestion is take any job. As simple as that. Okay. WorkX के points भी हैं, right? So WorkX has points. Okay. Why you want to let it go? Okay, and give yourself that specific disadvantage. Honestly, you can prepare CAT. It's not JEE or it is not your NEET that you need 10 to 12 hours of preparation every day in order to get a hang of this exam. It's just a simple aptitude test. Once you are getting a hang of it, it only requires you to give mocks. Okay, even practice is not required. You just have to give mocks after mocks. Okay, and mocks are 2 hours. Okay, let's say you devote 2 mocks per day. Also, you will only be giving 4 hours. So you will have 20 hours left. You can sleep, eat, do everything, go for your job, come back, and yet you will have a little bit of time in life. So my contention is always that please, whatever happens, take you know a job after MBA. Okay, I would actually. I hope I'm audible right now. If I am properly, can somebody just comment it? It'll be great. I'm just waiting for that comment. Hello. Okay, so I'm not getting that comment. I'll anyhow go ahead and I'd just say something about XLRI Jamshedpur. So yeah, I've just completed my 2 years of MBA, right? So I had my convocation. If I'm not wrong, it was on 23rd. Yeah, so I had my convocation on 23rd of March, right? So it was amazing. Amazing because it was hard work for 2 years that came suffice, right? And yep, so all those feelings of seeing people for the last time and stuff. So that was obviously there. Uh, yeah, so that's the only reason I would say one of the biggest reasons for you to give any exam is because or crack into any of the top five business schools, because once you graduate from it, you'll feel happy for your own self. Okay, because you have worked hard and you have worked hard very long, and then you graduate, you'll feel good about you. Okay, one of the biggest thing, nobody can take that away from you. Job, salary, CTC, etc. That's all the percussary that comes along with this. Okay. Yep. Okay, if HRM is main goal, one should prepare. If HRM is main goal, CAT to you have to give, because MDI and other small colleges like MDI and your XIMB and IMI and your IIM Ranchi and IIM Indore, these HR definitely take some CAT. But on the other hand, ZAT is definite because XLRI obviously, and then there's TISNET which happens every year. Okay, so yep, these are the exams you have to take for HRM. Okay, so I am placed in Reliance, and was anyone placed? So I can't reveal this. I would say it was a hard market this time. That the placement took longer than it should, and I'll be brutally honest about it. It wasn't easy, but XLRI made it through. A lot of colleges had this dilemma. They had to sign out of your people without placement because, uh, the market was such that people weren't finding jobs. And end of the day, the 2 years are done. You have no other option but to, sign them off. But XLRI, thankfully, didn't have to go through that. Everybody was placed. So there were how many? 500 students, 120 odd in Delhi and 400 odd in Jamshedpur, all were placed. Yep. And I had a PPO. I didn't sit for the final placement. So yeah, that's one more thing. I just have to say this loud and clear right now itself. Your summer internship, right? If you get a PPO from that, you do not need to worry about your MBA grades at all. Right, so your summer internship for top colleges happen before your first sem marks are out. So basically, your past academics and past work experience is what lands you for your summer internship. Then once you go into summer internship and you perform well, you get a PPO, pre-placement offer. Once you get that, you are already out of the placement process, and then your second year is more or less dusted, at least from the view of placement. But on the other hand, if you don't have a PPO, then your CQ is very important, your CGPA that you get from MBA. There's a news that testnet. Okay, so Test Mumbai actually told that they will be considering CRAT from this year, but they took back their decision and now have been taking UGC. Okay, so I think I'm not sure what will happen next year. Like I have to cancel it. So maybe because conducting exams are costly. So conducting exams are costly. So yeah, maybe they'll start taking CAT. There's no clarity about that right now. Different organizations may have categories as well. I am not aware of them. And my organization didn't have any criteria as such. So yeah, I didn't have to go through any of that hassle, right? So for me, it was once I got a BPO, it was just about getting your degree. LRDI में बहुत दिक्कत. Okay, so I just said LRDI. There's no hard way. It is 70% hard work, 30% luck. 70% you have to build up to it. Okay, and 30% on the D day, that's your CAT day. Please choose the right LRDI. If you're not able to solve it, go for other one. Okay, do not waste too much time. You may think you're very close to making it happen, and that's where a lot of time goes away. And then a lot of people actually, because this is a make or break section, 40 minutes is too less for this section, I'll be honest, but that's what it is. So yeah, be very you know uh, diligent about choosing your LRDI set. Yeah, Gunjan, yes, IIM Indore is something you should actively consider and take it up, because preparing for next year makes no sense. If you're getting IIM Indore, it's in the same league as MDI, SPJN, IIM Kozhikode, right? It's in the same league. If you want to get into a better league, IMA, BC, Excel and stuff. So yeah, that's there's no guarantee for it. That's the biggest problem. Okay, you may perform good in the exam. One time you may think next time I'll do better. There's no guarantee you will. Okay, the exam is relatively graded. It also depends on how others perform and how you are performing on that day. So my suggestion is take IIM Indore. You'll not regret it. It's amazing college, right? Uh, and yes, you mentioned it. It's PGP HRM. Again, Amindor is new in that, but yeah, the legacy of Amindor is way better for you to actually not consider it. Unless you have a core program from MDI Gurgaon or SPJN or IIM Kozhikode or something on those lines, IIT Bombay, okay, go for it. It is worth it. Is there a trick to pick moderate sets? Okay, for VARC again, one you can solve. You'll be able to gauge it. For DILR, 5 or 10 minutes you need to invest. That's a sad part of it, but it needs to happen. Okay, you need to invest 10 to 15 minutes at least in order to understand. But beyond that, don't. If you're believing that you're not able to do it, just don't. Then you can move on. This was my section which I tanked, so I would still be cautious and I'll put that disclaimer that even I wasn't able to, perform well with DILR. So yeah, it's a really, really hard section, I would say, because you don't have much time to do anything about it. Yes, I'll be honest. It is CAD exam is enough because it I think almost all the top B schools, at least 60% of the top 20 take CAT. You know, XAT is another exam, very, very commonly used and stuff. Okay. CAT and XAT are the two main exams. Okay. Apart from that, there's NMAT, SIBM, Pune's, SNAP, and TISNET, and etc. Maharashtra set for JBRMS, etc. You can take those as well, but CAT and XAT are the two exams, main exams. And which skills are okay? Which skills? I'll be honest, we can't say which skills are required. Because what happens is, what is the organization looking for, you are never sure of it. The best you can do is have something, like have some kind of work experience to just get an idea, but end of the day what they are looking for is something you cannot predict. Okay, if they are looking for freshers, then you have work experience, then you're not considered. If they're looking only for female candidates, you are male candidate, then you're not considered. If they're looking only for young people, you are old, then you're not considered. So you can never predict what they're looking for. Okay, so yeah, I nobody knows that. That's pretty random. Uh, Parallel to internship, I'll be honest, don't do internship. If you are a graduate, you can start, job. Okay, okay, full-time work experience, that is good enough. But if you are in your final year, my suggestion is to focus on your cards, get them to the top and the best. Okay, because that is very important. And yeah, that's it. Internship you can do after you get selected. 1 month is more than enough. Just get an hang of how office culture is, and then you can go into your job. Oh, sorry, job program, whichever you get selected for. Yeah, guys, any other question? Yeah, so okay. Before that, I'll just be giving at least just talking about XLRI and XLTs particularly. Guys, I've been reading a lot of interview transcripts and stuff and things. I'll be brutally honest. In XLRI, the things are a little random. Even if you have 92 or 90 percentile, and you clear the cutoff, let's say for HRM or for BM, it's about 95 or so, and you give an interview and your interview goes really well, then you stand selected. On the other hand, 99.9, 99.6 guys जिनका interview tank हुआ है, they got deselected. So yeah, so XLRI especially is one business school, gives high weightage to GDPI. So yeah, and worst part is nobody can predict looking at your transcript whether you're getting selected or deselected. That's how it can be. Okay, sometimes the professor comes with a mind of grilling you and gets impressed by your not giving up. On the other hand, you thought that you had given a bad interview just because you were grilled a lot and you were underconfident. So you never know how they are gauging you and what are they rating you on. So it gets very random, and that's the reason when people ask me personally, that can you tell me if I stand a chance? If I don't stand a chance, I always try to neglect it because nobody knows. Okay, no, I don't know why I got selected. uh, Other person doesn't know why he got deselected. Nobody, this is pretty unobvious. Nobody has a clue on or why they get selected or why they don't. And as a result, my only suggestion almost always to people is to wait for the final result. MBA in consulting. Okay, actually, MBA in consulting in India is not a specialization. You have marketing, finance, HR, ops, economics, strategy. I guess you want to do it in strategy. Again, all your top IMs are the go-to places. Your XLRI is the go-to place. Your SPJN is your go-to place. If you want to do it from here, and yeah, so so once you go right, they are selecting you for you. They're not selecting you because what specialization you want and stuff. They'll automatically, through their experience, rate you if you're a fit or not. So again, you can't do much about that, right? Right now, your best, your best you can do is have an amazing CAT or ZAT score, and that's all you can do right now for. So prepare well for it. What are the things to keep in mind? Okay, CAD exam day. First of all, the most important thing is to realize that you have other days too to perform. Okay, the CAD day is the day, but there's Snap day and Mat day, ZAD day, other days as well, right? So just be a little, don't get to your head. Okay, be more chill, be more calm, do not go nervous. Okay, and if once the thing starts, it can be a little nerve-wracking if things are not working out as you thought they would. So be a little calm, take deep breaths, always realize that you have 2 seconds more than you think you do. Okay, those 2 seconds can help you recuperate if you're able to breathe properly and stuff. So yeah, calm your nerves down, right? Because it's a 2-hour exam. People do not calm their nerves down and go haphazard. But those who can calm their nerves down and are able to get something out of anything are able to perform well. On the other hand, ZAT is a 3-hour exam and it is much more lenient than CAT. So yeah, again, same suggestions, but at least you can scroll through sections in that. So always attempt the section you are strongest at first. Leave the most time for the one you're weakest at. That asks for everybody asks for good academic records. I'll be honest. Right now, top MBA colleges are very serious about good academics because it's a chain circle. Okay, like organizations ask for candidates with good acads. Since B schools ask you to have good acads, and similarly, again, you also ask organizations, right? If you take service from them, it should be from the best of the best. So it's a circle of chain, and that's how it starts. On the other hand, it's not necessary. Okay, you can get a very, very high percentile and show that you can make up for your bad acads through hard work, and that works as well. Yep. So good academic records are great, but they are not everything. FMS, yeah, FMS is a great college as well. I often miss out on it, sorry. But yes, if you're looking for ROI, then FMS is the best college because it's takes has a fee of 2 lakhs or 2,40,000, and it's amazing because you can just pay it off. It's very easy to pay it off. On the other hand, there are significant disadvantages as well of FMS, right? Yes, I attempted both CAT and ZAT. My CAT percentile was 94.49. My ZAT percentile was 97.63. Again, I'll be very honest, not at all amazing. I think at least you know 10,000 people had more uh, you know marks than I did, but I made it up through PI, personal interview. So apart from XLRI Jamshedpur, I had calls and converts from the new IMs. I couldn't get calls from the old IMs because I had tagged my DILR. Okay, if work ने आपका VRC ने आपका दिमाग खराब कर के रखा है, then take a deep breath and just look at why it's not working out. Okay, sometimes you have to take a step back and realize why things are not working out. If you are thinking that VARC is not working out for dash dash reason, then try to rectify that dash reasons. For example, maybe your basics are not clear, maybe your reading speed is not up to the mark, maybe your concentration levels are not that high. Then try to solve those issues. Okay, you have to solve the issues beneath, only then you're able to solve the issues that are upfront. Okay, right. So one of the most important things in VARC especially is to get your basics right. If your basics are right, automatically you will be able to score well, because VARC is easier than other two sections in my opinion, because in India, English, the level of English expected out of people is not that great. Okay, it's just a language, so basic level of comprehension is what they expect. How was my PI? Okay, so my PI happened 2 years ago, and it was for the HRM program, and it was amazing. So yeah, I had a fun time. Okay, so I think it happened on March 9th or 10th, like this. I don't remember the exact date, but I actually had a PI session with one of the professors who later taught me. It went really well, okay, but the way it was hard because I had, 3 or 4 apprehensions. Once I thought I'll be selected, then I thought I won't be selected. That keep dawdling around till the final results came and I was selected. My main strength was VARC, I'll be brutally honest, okay, because I was an avid reader and my English has been above the baseline. So I would say that was my strength and I utilized it well. I attempted all the questions in VARC, and that is how I was able to up my score in CAT. And even in ZAT, I was able to get more than 50% of my marks through, the English section they had. So I would say that was my strength, and that was how I was able to get an above baseline score. Uh, uh, See, apart from coaching material, you can also focus on mocks. So yeah, take a lot of mocks. Over take as many mocks as you can and take till you get an idea. Once you get an idea and once you're able to reach that peak, then stop taking them that regularly. Just take them to get the kind of a net practice, right? You have to just get your brain used to the idea of sitting down for 2 hours, okay, and then you're ready for the D-Day. I is who don't what do you do? Okay, what do I do after my MBA is done? Right now I have free time, so I'm at my home. I have nothing much to do. I'm looking forward for things to do. Right? I was being part of the GDPI program, and I was mentoring people from January to March, and their results are going to be out. So fingers crossed. We are hoping for good number of converts for the top colleges this time. XLRI PI. Okay, XLRI PI was more personal and much more verbose, so we talked a lot. On the other hand, IM was more question answer, right? So it was way more direct. I would just say. Also, reading through the transcripts, I would be very honest. Other people, you guys are preparing way harder. Like I was a little, scattered. So a lot of times I wasn't able to answer well, and So yeah, but yep. Best thing was I didn't, I would be honest with you, I didn't go and ask people if I'll be selected or not. I kept it to me because that's the best way to go about it, okay? Other people will give you thousand things and tell you thousand things, right? And that's not going to change your final result. Okay, it can give you assurance or make you nervous. That's it. When will XLI? Okay, I'll be honest, it should come out this week. Okay, if the last year record is to go by and this year it ended early, the PIs. So I'm expecting it to be out this year, right? Sorry, this year I'm saying it. This week. I'm expecting it to be out this week, right? And yep. So I hopefully this week. Wednesday से लेके I guess Friday is a holiday, so Wednesday, Thursday. If it's out, then it's out. Otherwise, again next week, right? Extra certification matter when you have. I'll be honest, bro. Certification have become too common. Everybody is doing them, so they have lost value. More value is in work experience and kind of job you do. Okay, that's considered way more valuable than any certificate that you get. Yep, keep giving mocks. Okay. Okay. See, I'll be so you can just build your confidence by giving mock. Once you have optimum confidence, then stop giving mocks as well. Okay, then just focus, or getting things right and stuff. Uh, that's the thing. The mocks are supposed to give you an idea. Okay, and that's how you should be. Don't go into the D-Day overburdened and burnt out by giving a lot of mocks. Yeah, so you see, if you're feeling lost, I would suggest you to take time off. Take time off and realize, is this what you want to do? CAT preparation, how you want to go about things, plan it out and then come back. Okay, it's in the right now, which is this is April. There's still a lot of time to go for the CAT exam. Okay, even a diligent prep for 4 3 4 months can help you get a decent in a percentile. No, internship doesn't count as work experience. So yeah, that's significant disadvantage. But yes, full-time work experience only counts as its full-time work experience. Yes, value of teaching work experience, it is work experience end of the day. So it carries points. Okay. The work ex points are something that can be a very important bonus in addition to your, profile, especially if you don't have that good acats. Yes, profile matters. Everybody wants to shortlist you out everywhere, even the colleges, even the organizations. So they'll find an excuse for the same. The best excuse is your your academics. Now, academics, if you are not fulfilling a certain criteria, they'll just opt you out. As simple as that. That's why good work, good, you know, profile is important. I did from HR. Yep, PGDM HRM program. So I always had HR in back of my mind that yeah, I'm open to it. It wasn't my first preference, but it wasn't. It was something I wouldn't have neglected. And I'm very honest and happy about doing it because if I would have gone into BM, I think personally I wouldn't have fit into it. HR was my best fit. So, yeah, it just happened to be that I landed in the specialization I am most suitable for. Self-preparing. Okay, self-preparing for basics, yes, but mocks, obviously, you have to take it from some or the other preparation group. Okay. Yeah, if you don't get an answer correct, move on. As you see, very important to learn to move on. Even in exam, you'll not get all the answers for everything. You have to just leave it and let it be. Okay, you have 40 minutes to devote in a section, and you cannot devote it for a question you're not able to answer. Just move on. Okay, choose. Cat tries to make you a good manager, and how do they do that? Because they help you choose. A question is hard, a man who is not apt to be a manager yet will try so hard to answer it that he or she will waste time. Other hand, somebody who is, having that aptitude there will move on. So learn to move on if you're not able to answer something. So I just talked about procrastinating. The best way to go about it is to just do it. Sit down, answer. Sit down, answer, solve, do something, read something. Okay. The best way, because then you'll think, okay, I've done this much. Let me go ahead and do a little more. And that's how you build up. Okay. There's no shortcut for procrastinations. No, that's what I just said, right? 99 percentilers, I have seen enough of them actually get turned down as well, right? And lot of 97 percentilers, 98 percentilers make it through. So yeah, 99 percentilers do not have a significant advantage in your XLRI selection. Now, and nobody knows how what they do. This is the observation I and others can make by just looking at what kind of people get selected. I have good academics because I belong to SC category. I want to score 90%. Okay, very simple. Again, I wouldn't say just for aiming for 90, aim for 99, 98 percentile. Okay, right? You have good academics. That's what you should aim for. And my strategy is simple, as I had suggested others. So, know your strengths and weaknesses. Try to get in touch with your weakness and making it better. Once you get better in it, give as many mocks as you can. Try to score as high as you can. Okay, just try to score as high as you can. Okay, as you can say, maths is your weakness. So again, try to get through the concepts. Try to understand at least the basics. You do not score 99 percentile in quants. 90 is also enough. So you have to get 10 questions right. Okay, 9 to 10. So that's it. You have to get. So it's doable if you start right now. Okay, and try to score as best as you can. Okay, then you will have a very easy PI. You can just go there confidently, answer, and you are going to get a convert. Skills before joining any B school. What skills? Okay, know a basic of finance, accounts, and a little bit of statistical concepts. That's it. इतना ही, and that also not too seriously. Okay, have fun. If you get selected into your business school and you have a little bit of time, I would just suggest to have fun, because first semester is going to be a little hard. Okay, and you'll not be having as much fun. So yeah, have fun before, then have a very hard and work hard for a first sem, and then have a very nice hard working first year. Have a good summer internship. If you get a PPO, second year is chill. Okay, see, I was a non-engineer as well. The only way to go about it is to get your concepts clear, right? We guys are not used to answering maths and quant, so it's obviously going to be our weakness. But we can play to our strengths, make strength out of VARC or any other part. Okay, and continuously keep practicing and solving questions, right? So that you're able to develop some kind of a knowledge. No, actually not. Actually, there are people in XLRI who have done their UG from abroad, right? So I somebody had done it from Utah University of Toronto. I had one senior who had done it from this Purdue University. So yeah, so it doesn't matter. You can still get selected. You have to. The process is the same. Uh, yeah. So right. Okay. Yeah. So. Um, yeah. Were any other questions you can ask me? Um. Yeah, guys. So I just said at the starting, I'm a fan of online coaching as of today. I don't like offline coaching much because offline a lot of time wastes into commuting and a lot of other things that are unnecessary. And the other hand, we guys are night owls or early risers, so our peak time starts either at 3 a.m. or at 5 a.m. So at that time, you cannot learn, on your offline coaching, because they generally happen in either at 9 a.m. or your 6 p.m. something. So yeah, so those who I am a fan of online coaching, so I would just suggest you to take online coaching as well because of that very reason. Also, you can learn at your own pace, That's my personal view. Yep. Okay. Okay. And yeah. Yeah. You can keep asking questions, right, guys? I'll just be waiting for three or four continuous ones so that I can answer them. Okay, not good profile of a cats, but I have work experience, non-engineer background, started preparing this month with work. Smart strategy, simple strategy, keep it simple and sweet as possible. It is that you get your basics clear. Okay, once your basics are clear, then you start giving mocks. You get an idea where you are. Okay, then you start giving as many mocks as you can. Once you give as many mocks as you can and solve all your concepts, then you'll be reaching your optimum peak. Once you do that, then you only give mocks to get your brain and muscle memory of sitting for 2 hours and giving your DDR exam. As simple as possible. There's no other strategy that works for people is this. Okay, sometimes I know it sounds weird, but I don't know if you have watched Karate Kid, guys, but when he was preparing, the guy was taking to to take on the Willie Zabka guy. Okay, the main lead had a very simple technique of getting things done, so he had to do a lot of very simple things. He thought he'll be doing extraordinary stuff, but and he did simple things, and that's how he was able to train himself and finally win the karate battle. Same over here as well. When will the session start at XLRI for the first years? I have no idea. I think it should be in June second week. Okay, right. The calendar will be out once the dates of exam results are out. The calendar will be out. Uh, One of my Facebook posts said like you combine study. Will you a post said about combined study? Okay, you have to be a little specific. I'm not able to recollect which post is this, so I cannot talk about this particularly. Uh, does good percentile cover my bad profile? Yeah, it can. Okay, but you have to also keep your bandwidth not just limited to A, B, C, like A something. Keep it open for top 20 colleges, right? It may not be A, B, C. Okay, it may not be Lucknow, Indore, Kozhikode, but it can be NMIMS Mumbai or AM Udaipur or IIT Delhi or okay. So keep your options open. My strategy to crack. Okay, damn. Okay, I'll just be honest. So I was 18 when I decided to give MBA. So CAT was there. So I was looking forward since then. But by the time came, my mock scores were bad. So I decided I didn't give CAT in 2020. Also, it was a pandemic year. Nobody knew what's going on. Okay, my mom pushed me to give it in year 2021. I was not giving it. I was like, okay, I can't. I'm too underconfident. Today I'm giving you advice. I'll be honest. I was too underconfident to give, but only when I gave, I realized, okay, it wasn't as hard as it was made it in my head. Okay, I didn't score 99.5. Okay, something which well enabled students who prepared hard for years were able to, okay, but still I got a decent enough percentile, right? So that's how. For GDPI, what is the right time to start prep and from where? Okay, you can start. So right time is I would say after your results are out and with whom? With us. We had a great time this time. Hoping for some top college converts. Okay, we already have a few from SIBM Pune, SCMHRD, and NMIMS and SPGen. We are hoping for more. Okay, especially from XLRI Jamshedpur. Okay, I hope you're talking about combined studying in the sense that combination of work experience plus, sorry, working plus, CAT. Okay. If I'm not wrong, you're talking about that. because I remember clearly telling people that please do not leave your job for preparing for CAT, because job points are very, very crucial. It can be important factor between make or break in certain situations. So don't leave your job. Keep collecting that, and it is not that hard to prepare for CAT level of exam. Okay, it's an aptitude test at the end of the day. So 2 or 3 hours per day is more than enough, right? So you can still go to your job, have a decent enough work-life balance as well. So yeah, my suggestion is fair and simple. Work experience is important. How many hours did I study? Oh damn. Again, I'll be answering through my MBA life. I studied 2 or 3 hours daily in my MBA life. Okay. I wasn't as focused before that, but MBA made me, open my eyes to studying, okay, and stuff. Otherwise, I can't. It was hard work among toppers, so I had to study. Okay, study together with people. I'm not sure. Like maybe I would have talked like peer learning can help you get an understanding of where you stand. And let's say you don't understand something, you can ask your peer to help you explain. They may understand. So complementary kind of learning. Okay. Yeah, that does help. Finding a study partner is good. Okay. Right. But on the other hand, it is your journey, and things that work for you may not work for the others. This isn't exactly about only about the style of learning, but also time of learning, right? For me personally, I used to be a night owl, so I used to enjoy learning at night. Okay, you may be somebody who enjoys learning at 5 p.m., 6 p.m. So what works for you may not work for others. How long I prepared for CAT? Okay, said I started my prep when I was 18, that is 2018, but I didn't start diligent preps for a very long time, and I quit it. Okay, because I wasn't scoring well, and pandemic hit, so there was a lot of uncertainty. So yeah, I am a case study of doing something, quitting it, then doing it, then somehow making it, and lots of ups and downs. 32 months work ex good. Yes, it is good. Anything below 36 months, okay, is very good. 30 to 36 months is optimum in my opinion for an MBA. In my class, matlab my batch, there were people with 36 months of work experience. Those were the kind of people that were there. I was very young. When they were 24 when they joined, I was 21 when I joined. So yeah, I was very young. Okay, guys, so I'll just be taking two more questions, right? Can please tell me how to manage all the subjects in a week? Oh, okay. Again, KISS principle, keep it as straight and simple as possible. So just make a stir table, try to stick to it, and make it according to your needs, how much you can, utilize it. Okay. Do it at a time when you're comfortable. No, it's not going to be that you goes do it at 7 p.m. but you're not comfortable around 7 because it's a lot noisy. Okay, so do it at your pace of comfort, do it at your schedule of comfort. Okay, right. So straightforward and simple. There is no, jadoo over here. So you have to do it by sitting, you have to do it by making a timetable, and you have to do it by every day trying to stick to it. Yep, in my opinion, reading books and reading newspapers can help, but newspapers not so much. It didn't help me, but on the other hand, books definitely. Books will help you give a knowledge. Idea. Start small. Start with small books. Start with smaller stories. You can just find them on online. Okay, and then make it up to bigger books. Okay, books are definitely going to help you. Yeah, get an idea, and then mocks. Very simple and for straightforward. Mocks are going to give you a very, very diligent idea on how to go about solving RCs. Right, guys, so this is it for me. Right, so I hope you had a great time today. Yep, and wishing you all the best, right? I'll be honest, MBA, 2 years of MBA life was tipsy turvy. For me, it was a learning experience, though. I have changed a lot in the past 2 years. And I'm wishing you all the best. I will be there on Facebook. I cannot answer all the questions. I get a lot of queries. Okay, it becomes impossible for me to answer a lot of them, but I'll try to reach out to as many people as possible through my posts. I'll keep posting from time to time. Okay, keep reading them, keep having fun. And yeah, having fun is the most important thing in life. Thank you. Take care.